Hey, what's up guys, I'm Chicks and you are watching Chicks Tech Reviews. And today I've got my hands on the latest EBOX T8 version 5 Android TV box by Entertainment Box. Also with it I have this awesome new S912 Pro backlit remote control which has voice support. So as usual we'll begin with a quick unboxing followed by a series of tests testing 4K video, HD streaming, gaming, and finishing off with a benchmark and Wi-Fi test. So let's begin with the specs. I'll put the specs on the screen so you guys can have a quick read. The CPU is the S912 Octa-Core running at 2 GHz. The GPU is the Mali T820. You've got 2 gigs of DDR3 RAM, 16 gigs of internal storage, dual band Wi-Fi supporting BGN and AC, Bluetooth version 4, Android version 6.0.1 Marshmallow, supports Ultra HD 4K videos at 60 frames per second. So this is everything you get in the box, beginning with a user guide, a very simple illustrated guide on how to get set up. You've got a HDMI cable, of course a UK power adapter, a standard remote control. This is the standard remote you get with this box and it looks like a full-featured remote control. You've got lots of buttons on here and we'll be checking this remote out later. And last but not least, here it is guys, version 5 of the Entertainment Box. So you've got a complete aluminium build at the top. It feels really solid in the hands. It's great and it's not heavy at all. So you've got the Entertainment Box logo, T8V. At the front you have this LCD display which will show you the time. You've got a physical power button, which is always nice to have. If we keep going, you've got a full-size SD card slot, 2 USB 2 ports, a restore pin or a reset button, and on the back of the unit you've got another USB port, OTG. So you've got this micro USB port which says USB HDD on it, optical out for your audio. So over here you have an analog AV connection. So if you don't have a HD television, this box will still work for you. Here's your HDMI port, network LAN, and the power socket. Alright, so here's the bottom of the unit. This is what I'm excited about. I'm going to open this up. So here you have a compartment to put a SATA hard drive in. It looks like it's going to fit a 2.5 inch SATA hard drive and I'm going to get mine out right now. I've got a 500 GB SATA hard drive here. I'm just going to try and plug this in. Okay, it goes in this way. There you go. Simple as that, nice and secure. It's not wobbling about or anything. The best thing about this is it's very easy to install and remove. That hard drive contains some of my movie collection and favourite videos and stuff like that. So I'm actually quite impressed with the build quality so far. I'm loving the metal finish. This is not a small Android TV box by any means, but to give you guys an idea of the size, I will bring in my H96 Max. H96 Max is one of the smallest TV boxes. So as you can see, this box is a few centimeters wider, and in thickness, if I don't include that stand, that's what we're getting. So it's about 3-4 centimeters taller, double the size basically. And if I do include the stand, then of course it's a lot bigger. I hope that gives you guys a rough idea of the size. The box is not that big, it's quite compact, it's light. The fact that I've got my hard drive in it and it still doesn't feel too heavy, which is great. So also with this TV box, I got the latest S912 Pro backlit remote control. So this is the Air Mouse unboxed. And here it is. You've got instruction manual and the actual remote control itself. So if I take it out of the bag, so you have a full-featured remote control here on this side, and when you turn it over this way, you've got a full QWERTY keyboard. I'm very excited to use this because it's an Air Mouse, and I'll show you what an Air Mouse can do when I turn the box on. If I compare this to the original remote, they are roughly the same size, but once you see what this remote is capable of, you're probably not going to want to use the standard remote. This remote control has a built-in mic. You can just hit a button and do voice searches and control many functions with your voice. So I'm very interested in this remote control and I'll be testing this out as well. So I'm going to get all of this hooked up to my TV and capture card and we're going to find out how good the T8V performs. I'll be right back. So here is the home screen for the EBOX T8V. You have a very good looking custom home screen beginning with this large blue icon for their own media center like Kodi. Then you have this shortcut link news box which takes you directly to their website giving you all the latest news on their products and special offers. You've got the app drawer, browser, date, time, weather. You've got EBOX Apps Hub and EBOX App, which is basically their custom app store. You do also have the Google Play Store. So you've got multiple ways of downloading apps, clean memory and settings. So let's first of all go to settings and check out storage. So this TV box has 16 gigs of internal storage, from which there are 11 gigs available free to use. Now if we go to About and check out the system version, you will see this is running Android 6.0.1, which is Marshmallow. So let's have a look at the app drawer. So these are all the apps you get on the system as standard. I haven't installed anything. These are your standard apps, and you have quite a few to get you started. So you've got the Google Play Store, Netflix, YouTube, Miracast. Also you have the EBOX App Store and Aptoid. So effectively you have 3 different app stores here to download apps, which is pretty awesome. So if we open the EBOX App Store, you will see a very nicely laid out app store which gives you access to some very useful apps and games. And there are loads to choose from, and the best part is they are absolutely free. So let's have a look at the other app store you get on this box, the Aptoid store. You got access to all the latest apps and games, and they're completely free to download. So I tested out Miracast with my Samsung phone. As you can see, Miracast works really well. There is no lag whatsoever. It's very fast and accurate screen mirroring. So this TV box comes with 3 different home screens. The first one, which you've already seen, is the EBMC launcher. That has a big media center icon. The second launcher is called the Kodi launcher, and all that does is change that big blue icon into a Kodi media center icon. So you have those 2 different options. The third launcher is the Google Now launcher, which is basically a full Android desktop experience. So it's great to see that EBOX has provided 3 different launchers as standard for us to choose from. In case you're wondering, the EBOX Media Center is based on Kodi 16.1 Jarvis. But you can easily download the latest Kodi Krypton from the Play Store. So for the next test, we're going to be running 4K video samples from a USB drive, and we're going to be doing that from the standard movie player. So let's go ahead and play the first file.
Start to the second half. It's Alexis who went down. Corner number 7 for Atletico.
I did not start this war. I fight only to protect the apes.
Human gets sick, ape gets smart. Then human kill ape, but not me. I run.
So that was testing 4K samples from a USB drive, and as you saw, they played amazingly well. So let's have a look at the S77 Pro remote control. What's the time?
The time is 3:20 p.m.
Open App Store. Real Racing 3. Find the recipe for chicken burgers.
Here is information from Food Network.
How far is Leicester Square?
The drive from your location to Leicester Square is 14.5 miles.
So what's awesome about the search functions is you only have to hit search once. Then when you're actually talking, the mic is always on. You don't have to press anything while you're talking. So let's move on now to the YouTube test. So you're able to stream a maximum resolution of 1080p on YouTube.
Yeah.
What is that?
You're locked in a room until you solve a series of puzzles to get out. And you've only got 1 hour.
And what happens if we don't figure it out in 10?
We're trapped.
Good afternoon, all of you. Since, unfortunately, God can't be here to run this convent himself, my voice will serve as a stand-in for his. You'll be spending...
All right.
So that was streaming 1080p YouTube. Let's move on now to the gaming test. In the Wi-Fi speed test, we got download speeds of 13.9 megabits per second and upload speeds of 9.68 megabits per second. I was using my home 20 meg broadband connection for this test. So in the Antutu benchmark test, this box achieved a total benchmark score of 40,620. So let's see how that compares to the others. So this is my top benchmark performance chart. This chart simply shows you which are the highest overall performing boxes. However, when choosing a TV box, you must also consider other factors such as the home screen, Android version, size, appearance, and of course the price. So as you can see, the EBOX T85 has achieved position 12 with an amazing benchmark score of 40,620. It'll be interesting to see which TV box I review next and what overall performance it will get. Please be aware the prices shown are just a guideline as they are constantly changing on a daily basis. So there you have it guys, that was the new EBOX T85 Android TV box. The build quality is absolutely amazing, made from metal and looks really nice. In fact, this could be one of the nicest designs I've seen so far for a TV box. The box performs very well with gaming and streaming. I was able to play 4K at 60 frames per second with no buffering or stuttering. Gaming was also a great experience. I was able to play all the big games with no lags or frame drops. You can also install your own 2.5-inch SATA hard drive and have access to your complete movie or video collection. I love that you get 3 different home screens and also access to 3 different app stores, offering tons of free games and apps. The standard remote is great, it's very responsive and does the job. I also tried out the new S912 Pro remote control, which is an air mouse and supports voice commands. This is a superb remote control, works amazingly well and performs as good as some leading brands I've tested in the past. With that being said, I'll leave the links in the description so you guys can check this product out, and if you like it, you can of course go ahead and purchase one for yourself. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a brilliant day.